sure sign of spring happens every year at the Exchange Place in Kingsport as they host the annual Spring Garden Fair. And after a 2-year hiatus due to COVID, this morning multimedia artist Jennifer Hanlon is here with a preview of this long-awaited extravaganza celebrating spring there at the Exchange Place. It is a big deal at the Exchange Place, isn't it?
It is really a big deal, especially to have everything back.
Right.
They're going to have all the popular garden fair
Right.
events that they used to have.
Selling plants, getting ready for planting, just coming over there and enjoying that living history farm over there.
Exactly. There's going to be gardening experts everywhere that's going to be telling you more about plants. There's going to be plants for sale. There's going to be lots of vendors.
Right.
So you're going to have food, you know, that's important, you know. I gotta have
If you're going to be roaming around over there, you got to have something to eat at some point.
Exactly.
Well, let's talk about your area of expertise. You're a multimedia artist. I mean, you work in a lot of things, but the big thing you're known for is your felt work. And it shows with this menagerie that you brought to us today.
Yes, so needle felting is a very specific craft. It's really great therapeutic exercise, just working with the wool, getting the forms, and you end up with these lovely little critters. And each one is different. There's never going to be an exact copy.
I want everybody to take a look at this dragon back here. How long did it take to make something like that?
It took about 3 weeks for
Wow.
that one. He is a mix of wet and dry felting.
And what's the difference there?
Oh, wet felting is where you take the wool and you lay it out, and then
Okay.
you take, you take bubble wrap really,
Okay.
and you spread it all that, and then you take and you wet it, and then you take some tulle or another fabric and lay it, and then you rub it,
Okay.
and rub it, and rub it, and then you take and you roll it and roll it. So it's a very lengthy process.
Okay.
And eventually you end up with a fabric, which his wings and his skin, that's what you get, and then you mold it to the frame. These, however, are just straight up needle felted. They got the wool, the little eyes, they're needle felted as well. This little fella took...
I want you to talk about this because this is a very intricate piece that you have right here.
This right here is a Florida grasshopper sparrow, and there's about 220 individual feathers. He did take a month to make, but he is very detailed.
Right.
We got the tail feathers, we've got the patterns, and there's only about 75 of these left out in the wild due to invasive species.
Oh, wow.
So, you know, sometimes that's all you'll have left of something once something gets hold of it.
And I like the fact too on the donkey over here, there's a framework. There's a iron, not an iron, but there's a metal framework in there. You can pose them.
Yes, you
Yes.
can pose all them. Mr. Bunny here, he is posable as well. You can stand him up. You can put his head at
You
different
can bend
angles.
his ears down. And
You can make him a lop-eared bunny. I mean, it's really great, but they are wool sculptures. They're
Right.
not toys. They are meant to just kind of be there.
right.
And it's really great to touch them because they're warm and fuzzy. They're not like other sculptures where it's hard and cold. These are warm and fuzzy, and felting is really a great way. If you like fabrics and you're a
Yes.
touchy-feely person,
Right.
I absolutely love working with the materials.
I was going to ask you. You know, you were telling me off camera, but I want you to tell our viewers, how did you get involved in this?
Oh dear, that lovely COVID-19. Whoa, yeah. So my husband and I were taking pottery classes at McKinney Center, and then the quarantine happened. We were 3 classes in, and I'm really funny about getting dirt under my nails. I hate it.
It's kind of hard to do if you're a potter. So.
Exactly. So I got onto the web and I actually saw my first critter on Pinterest, and then I started doing some research into it, and I was like, wow, this is just awesome craft. So
Right.
I was like, I want to do this. And so I started simple.
Yes.
I got a little kit off Amazon so that I could make sure that I wanted to do it. And then I found a lot of different opportunities out there. Live in Felt, Serafina.
Yeah.
There's some really great videos out there.
Right.
And so I learned how to make these wonderful creations.
Well, Jennifer, we're looking forward. You're going to be teaching classes over there for this?
I am teaching classes. There were 10 spots. There's 4 left.
4 left, so you got to jump on it. And we're going to give everybody the information right now. What do you think?
That sounds great.
All right, 36th Annual Spring Garden Fair taking place at the Exchange Place there in Kingsport, happening this Saturday from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. If you would like to get involved, just contact the Exchange Place. They're located right there on Orbank Road in Kingsport.